Now, there are several ways or certain things that will help you to spot a counterfeit, and I'm going to talk about a few things. So, first of all, the counterfeit is toxic. He could be verbally, mentally, psychologically, physiologically, or physically abusive. If you see any of these abuse signals, please don't ignore them. That person is a counterfeit. As long as the person is toxic, don't even venture into a relationship with a person. The counterfeit is manipulative, deceptive, condescending. So the person will tell you something like, oh, God told me that you are the one. It's not everybody who says God told me you are the one that is lying, but a lot of people use it to deceive people. So be very careful. If he is mature, he will wait for God to also tell you that he is the one, so that both of you can come together. You understand? Yes. He will know how to talk to you. He's not going to try and manipulate you with such a statement. So don't fall for it. The person is deceptive. He's not honest. Even if he's honest with certain things, he's not honest with everything. He's probably pretending. He is always telling you that, women are supposed to be doing this. He's always engendering issues. And oh God, no. Don't be with somebody who feels like because he's a man, he's superior to everybody. Yes, a man is a leader, great, but you don't have to keep telling me that I am less than. What's that? Don't be with somebody like that. You are in fear and not in love, but you think you are in love. Perfect love casted out fear. If you are used to abuse and you know you are in an abusive relationship, just know you are in the wrong relationship. Yes, there is something like a peaceful relationship that is going to be joyful. So don't let people come and tell you that this is the best you can get. Stay with somebody who is even abusing you because the good men in the world have finished. They've not finished. If you believe the good men have finished, they finished for you. But for other people who believe there are good men in the world, they will keep seeing good men. I don't know if you know about the red car theory. Once you spot a red car, you've decided to, put it in your mind that you are looking for a red car, you will keep seeing red cars around. That's exactly how it works. If you think that the person you want exists, I'm telling you that you see more people than not, having the characteristics that you desire for your husband to have. You understand? Yes. So, and it's not just one person that's right for you. There are many people who will be around that may be right for you, but out of the lot, you pick the most suitable as your partner. Why do you think that people lose their husbands and are able to marry again? The men don't finish. The good men have not finished. So why do you think they have? Why do you have a scarcity mindset? You need to work on your mind. All right. Okay, so another thing is you are confused. The person who God has for you will not leave you confused. Do you love me or not? Am I the one you want or not? It's not now you come to ask, what are we? You're supposed to even know, like from the onset. He will make everything clear for you. Do you get it? You want to be with somebody who's mature, right? Who's going to tell you clearly that this is it. Like, we are in a relationship and I want you to be my life partner till death do us part. If anything is to happen, I want us to sit down and discuss it as adults, all right? And I'm willing to listen to you. Even if I'm angry, perhaps leave me for a few minutes. When I come around, we can discuss it. That person will communicate with you, okay? So be with somebody who knows how to communicate. If the person you are with still has to work on it, you are willing to wait, why not? Do that. But don't be with somebody who's going to belittle you, going to leave you confused. The person is going around with other girls just to see if you are the one he really wants. If you are the one he really wants, he will come straight to you. It's not now I'm going to check other girls before I come and see you. What's that? Anyway, don't let anyone insult you in that manner, right? So your purpose alignment is also not ultimate. So maybe God has called you to be a musician or something, and then one of the counterfeits, like the ultimate counterfeit, for example, may also have been called to become a pastor by God. So you are wondering, our purposes seem to align, but the person is toxic. Please walk away. That person is not for you. You should be with somebody who's not toxic. There are people who are not toxic, people who know how to talk, people who know how to act appropriately, all right? So the person will treat you well because they love you as they love themselves. It doesn't mean that person is not going to do something wrong to you, but they know how to approach you when they make a mistake. They know how to say sorry. And don't be with somebody who takes you for granted and somebody who knows that you are forgiving, so he can just make any mistake or move anyhow and then you forgive him. Don't be with somebody like that. All right, so your purposes are not ultimately, aligned. Okay, so you people are both incompatible, and there are traces of immaturity in this person. I want you to understand that being compatible with your partner in a lot of ways is going to help the marriage to thrive. It's going to help you to even communicate seamlessly in most cases, all right? And it's going to build the relationship as time goes on. If the person is immature, you need to step away and let the person grow. Don't be in a relationship with somebody who's immature, somebody who's not able to use common sense. For example, so a situation occurred. Okay, there are three friends, one boy and then two girls. Both of the girls liked the boy, okay, but then unfortunately the boy left the school that the three of them were attending and he moved outside the country also. And so the boy was communicating with one of the girls that the boy liked, apparently. And so let's just say this girl was Courtney and then the other one was Aisha. So Courtney was telling, the boy, let's just say his name is Jerome. Courtney was telling Jerome that, she hasn't been able to talk to Aisha for a long time because Aisha changed over time, while they were in school. Jerome didn't even bother to ask this girl, Courtney, why she's saying Aisha has changed. He just said, Aisha, that girl, just leave her. Jerome later picked up the phone and called Aisha and told her that, you know what Courtney told me? Courtney told me that, you've changed and all of that, and Aisha was like, it's not that, it's just that after school we all didn't have mobile phones and all of that. Jerome didn't ask Courtney why she said what she said. He went to go and talk to Aisha. And after he spoke to Aisha, he came back to Courtney and told her that, Aisha told me that the reason why you guys were not talking was because of the fact that after school, you people were not having phones. And Courtney in her head was like, it's not even about after school. It was while we were in school. Something happened. We were writing exams at that time. And I had this competition. So Courtney had this competition with a girl in the class. And the winner, gets a gift or something. So the Aisha girl had a paper with the questions to one of the exams in it. And then she passed it on to all the girls. When it got to Courtney's turn, Aisha just pulled the paper from Courtney's hands. And Courtney was like, why would you do that? Apparently, Aisha was jealous of Courtney's success because Courtney was the third most of the time and second once. And Aisha was mostly sixth. And she wasn't happy that Courtney excelled or did better at school than she did. So that's the reason why she stopped talking to her. So he could have asked, he didn't ask. It's just common sense. When somebody tells you something and you feel like, you need to know why, ask the person who is telling you so that you make sense of it before you go and approach the other person. Yes, a two-way story is good for judgment. You don't ask one person, somebody has said something, you don't ask a person, then you go to the other person and go and ask, then you come and tell the other like, what is that? No. Be with somebody who knows how to talk, has common sense, asks appropriate questions, you understand, so that the person can make appropriate judgments. Don't be with somebody who's, excuse me to say, lacking common sense to an extent. No. You need to always make sure that you have the details before you make a move most of the time. You understand? Don't just make a move and then, that's ridiculous. Okay? So, yes. So the counterfeit's values and your values do not align. As I said earlier in the midst that I was talking about, the person saying that, you know, I want to save myself till marriage or whatever doesn't mean that the person is not sleeping around with other people. You understand? So just be sure that the person is actually, practicing holiness just as you are. You understand? So your values may not align with a counterfeit. So that's also one of the signs. You cannot, or you are not allowed to be yourself. Now, this one is even like, this one makes even the whole process even easier. You can't worship God in the presence of the person. You can't wear certain things that you like in the presence of the person, except the person is telling you that decency is better, right? But as a Christian, you should be decent, right? Except that, like, you just can't be yourself. You can't talk to other people because of this person. You can't play around. Like, you can't do anything that makes you happy when you are with the person. So no, don't enter a relationship with such a person. I think this list is, good enough to start with, helping you to identify counterfeits. Yeah.